Hello, hello, hello! A very warm welcome to all the incredible teachers, educators, and shapers of minds joining me today. My name is Ola, and it is an absolute honor to have you here. Think of this as our own special house, a space where we come together to talk, to learn, and to embark on a truly transformative journey in our professional development. We're here to discuss something that is close to all our hearts, the future of education in our beloved Nigeria, and more importantly, your crucial role in it. The world is changing at a dizzying pace, and our classrooms are no exception. To stay ahead, to truly connect with our students and prepare them for the world that awaits, we must constantly evolve. The days of just chalk and talk are fading into the background. The Nigerian education landscape is a dynamic, ever-shifting terrain, and navigating it requires us to be more than just teachers. We must be lifelong learners, innovators, and leaders. It's about staying relevant, staying sharp, and most importantly, staying inspired. The pressure is on, I know, but so is the opportunity. The opportunity to redefine what it means to be an educator in the 21st century and to make an impact that resonates for generations. This isn't just about keeping up, it's about leading the charge and setting the standard for excellence. So I invite you to settle in, get comfortable, and open your minds. In this video, we are going to unpack the top areas of professional development that will not only boost your effectiveness in the classroom, but will ignite a new passion for your craft. We will explore the tools, strategies, and mindsets that will empower you to create learning experiences that are engaging, inclusive, and profoundly impactful. Are you ready to discover how you can elevate your teaching and unlock the full potential of your students? Let's get into it. All right, let's kick things off with a big one. A real game changer: ICT integration and digital literacy. Now, I know when we hear technology in the classroom, some of us might feel a little bit of anxiety. Maybe you're thinking, this tech stuff is for the young ones, or where will I even find the time to learn all this? I hear you, and those feelings are valid, but I want us to shift our perspective. Think of technology not as a replacement for your incredible skills, but as a powerful assistant, a co-teacher that can help you do what you do best, even better. It's about bringing the world into your classroom with just a few clicks. Imagine this. Instead of just describing the ancient Benin Kingdom, you're taking your students on a virtual tour of the city's historical sites. Instead of just explaining a complex scientific process, you're using an interactive simulation that allows them to see it unfold right before their eyes. This is the power of integrating digital tools. We're talking about educational apps, online research platforms, interactive whiteboards, and even simple tools like video presentations. These things don't just make learning more fun, they cater to different learning styles and make abstract concepts tangible, making the learning stick in a way a textbook sometimes can't. Ultimately, integrating ICT is about preparing our students for the world they already live in. They are digital natives, fluent in the language of screens and swipes. By bringing technology into our teaching, we are not just teaching our subject matter, we are teaching them critical digital literacy skills. We're teaching them how to find reliable information online, how to collaborate on digital projects, and how to communicate effectively in a digital world. This isn't just an upgrade for your classroom, it's an essential life skill that will serve them long after they've left your care. It's about transforming engagement and taking learning outcomes to a whole new level. Next up, let's talk about the very foundation of our work, the blueprint we follow every single day, the curriculum. Now, the Nigerian curriculum is not a static document. It's a living, breathing guide that evolves to meet the changing needs of our nation. Staying up to date with these changes isn't just a matter of compliance, my dear colleagues. It's about ensuring that what we teach is relevant, current, and purposefully designed to equip our students with the knowledge and skills they need to thrive. It's our roadmap to achieving national educational goals, one lesson at a time. But having a great map is only half the journey, isn't it? We also need to know if we are on the right path, and if our students are truly coming along with us. This is where assessment comes in. And I'm not just talking about the big end-of-term exams that can cause so much stress for everyone. I'm talking about effective, continuous assessment. Think of it as taking the pulse of your classroom regularly. Using quizzes, class projects, presentations, and even simple questioning techniques can give you a real-time picture of your students' understanding. It helps you see who is getting it, who is struggling, and where you might need to adjust your teaching. When our teaching methods are perfectly aligned with the curriculum's objectives, and our assessments accurately measure that learning, something magical happens. We create a seamless, powerful learning cycle. The curriculum tells us what to teach, our pedagogy is how we teach it, and our assessments tell us how well it has been learned. This alignment ensures that we are not just covering topics, but we are genuinely fostering deep understanding and mastery. It's about being intentional and strategic in our approach, ensuring every moment in the classroom is a step towards meaningful student success. Now let's discuss something incredibly important, something that speaks to the very heart of our profession: creating a classroom where every single child feels seen, valued, and supported. I'm talking about inclusive and special needs education. Every classroom in Nigeria is a beautiful mix of different abilities, backgrounds, and learning styles. Some of our students may face challenges that we can't always see, from learning disabilities like dyslexia to physical impairments or developmental delays. Our duty, our privilege, is to build a learning environment that embraces this diversity and champions every child. So how do we do this? It starts with empathy and understanding. It's about learning to recognize the signs that a student might need extra support and knowing the strategies to provide it. This could mean adapting our teaching materials, for example, using larger print for a student with a visual impairment or providing audio versions of texts. It could mean using a variety of teaching methods to cater to different learning preferences. It might also involve simple but powerful adjustments to our physical classroom, ensuring it's accessible and welcoming for a child with mobility challenges. It's about seeing the child, not the disability. Fostering an inclusive environment goes beyond just academic support. It's about cultivating a culture of kindness and respect among all students. We can do this by teaching our students about diversity, celebrating differences, and encouraging them to support one another. When we create a truly inclusive classroom, the benefits are immense. Students with special needs are given the opportunity to reach their full potential, and their peers learn invaluable lessons in empathy, compassion, and friendship. We are not just teaching subjects, we are building a more compassionate and inclusive society, one classroom at a time. Let's now dive into the how of our profession, the art and science of teaching itself. We're talking about teacher pedagogical skills and innovative teaching strategies. For a long time, the model was simple. The teacher stands at the front and talks, and the students listen quietly. But we now know that true, deep learning often happens when students are actively involved in the process. This is the shift towards student-centered learning. It's about moving from being the sage on the stage to the guide on the side, facilitating discovery rather than just delivering information. What does this look like in practice? It looks like a classroom buzzing with energy and collaboration. It's about using strategies like project-based learning, where students work together to solve a real-world problem. It's about inquiry-based learning, where their own questions drive the lessons. Think of debates, role-playing, and hands-on experiments. These participatory methods don't just make learning more exciting. They teach critical 21st century skills like problem-solving, teamwork, communication, and creativity. It's about empowering students to take ownership of their own education. Furthermore, our teaching must be culturally relevant. We live in Nigeria, a country rich with diverse cultures, languages, and histories. When we incorporate local stories, proverbs, and examples into our lessons, we build a powerful bridge between the curriculum and our students' lived experiences. It makes learning more meaningful and relatable. When a child sees their own culture reflected and respected in their education, it boosts their self-esteem and deepens their engagement. This is how we create authentic learning experiences that resonate long after the school bell rings. Whether you're a head teacher, a department head, or a classroom teacher, I want you to know this. You are a leader. Leadership isn't just about a title. It's about influence. And every single one of us has the power to influence our students, our colleagues, and our school's culture. This chapter is all about educational leadership and management. Let's start within the four walls of our own classrooms. Effective classroom management is the bedrock of a successful learning environment. It's not about rigid control. It's about creating a structured, respectful, and positive atmosphere where learning can flourish. This involves setting clear expectations from day one, establishing routines that make students feel secure, and using positive reinforcement to encourage good behavior. When a classroom is well managed, disruptions are minimized, and instructional time is maximized. It creates a space where students feel safe to take risks, ask questions, and make mistakes without fear. But leadership extends beyond your classroom door. It's about how we interact with our colleagues. Peer mentorship is an incredibly powerful tool for professional growth. Sharing your successes, discussing your challenges, and observing your fellow teachers in action can be one of the most effective forms of development. Imagine a school culture where teachers actively support each other, where collaboration is the norm, not the exception. This is the kind of environment where everyone thrives. By stepping up as leaders, whether by mentoring a new teacher, leading a professional learning community, or simply sharing a great resource, we contribute to the collective strength of our school. Strong leadership at every level is what transforms a simple school into a dynamic and supportive community of learners, for both students and teachers alike. For our final chapter, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. We've talked about our classrooms, our schools, but what about our role in the national educational landscape? This is where understanding policy and educational reform comes in. Sometimes we hear about new policies from the Ministry of Education, and it can feel like something distant, something handed down from above that we just have to follow. But I encourage you to see it differently. These policies are the strategic plans for the future of Nigerian education, and you are the frontline soldiers tasked with making that vision a reality. Being aware of these policies, like the National Policy on Education, curriculum reforms, or new teacher standards, is incredibly empowering. When you understand the why behind the changes, you are better equipped to implement them effectively. It allows you to see how your daily work in the classroom connects to broader national goals, like promoting STEM education, fostering national unity, or developing vocational skills. This understanding transforms your role from a mere implementer to an informed, active participant in the nation-building project of education. Furthermore, your insights from the classroom are invaluable. You are the ones who see how these policies play out in the real world, with real students. When teachers are knowledgeable about policy, they can provide constructive feedback, participate in stakeholder discussions, and contribute to making future reforms even more effective and practical. You become advocates for your students and your profession. Understanding the system empowers you to work within it, and more importantly, to help shape it for the better, ensuring that education in Nigeria continues to move forward. And there we have it, my esteemed colleagues. We've journeyed through the digital classroom, aligned our curriculum, championed inclusivity, innovated our teaching, embraced leadership, and connected our work to the national vision. These 6 areas are more than just topics for a workshop. They are powerful pathways to revitalizing your practice and, in turn, transforming the lives of your students. Investing in your own professional development is not a luxury. It is one of the most profound investments you can make in the future of our children and our nation. I encourage you with all my heart to choose an area that resonates with you and take that first step. Remember this powerful truth: empowered teachers create empowered students. When you are growing, learning, and feeling inspired, that energy is contagious. It flows into your lesson plans, into your interactions, and it fills your classroom with a sense of possibility. Your growth directly translates into richer, more dynamic, and more impactful learning experiences for the young minds you shape every single day. You are the catalysts for change, the sparks that will ignite a brighter future for education in Nigeria. Never, ever underestimate the power that you hold. Now, I want to turn this conversation over to you. This is a community, and your voice matters immensely. In the comments below, please share your own journey. What areas of professional development have you found most impactful? What are your goals for the coming year? Let's learn from each other, support each other, and grow together. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content dedicated to empowering you. Until next time, keep inspiring.